Welcome to the DrVtach Show. This podcast is long-form conversation hosted by DrVtach with the top guests in the world of esport, owners, managers, pros, semi-pros, former pros, and content creators of mini games. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DrVtach Show. Today we have a special guest, a very good friend of mine, longtime friend of mine, one of the most talented Halo players I ever seen till this day. He is phenomenal, guys. When I tell you he's good, he is very good. He is a content creator for Fnatic. He's been with him for quite some time. So, guys, this episode means a lot to me. He's a really good friend. I know his family. He is phenomenal. So, guys, I'm going to introduce you to Perzecute. Chris, how you doing, man?
Always doing great. God's
That's
always good.
good. So, what you been up to, man? How's
Man,
life treating you?
last time I talked to you was like how long ago? You
Like
know,
you?
going through that breakup,
Yeah.
doing my thing, and then around October, things started to look good for me. You know, been streaming a lot more since I'm here with my mom in Georgia, competing every Sunday. So I have to miss. I'm missing like a lot of church and stuff, but it's fun. It's very stressful, especially when right now I'm number 5 ranked in the world in Halo, so that's cool. And
Mhm.
just been having a good time with it. I'm actually been the best I've ever been in years, by the way. So
Really?
yeah, it's been
Well,
really
you were
awesome.
ranked number 1 last year, weren't you? Didn't you hit, like, rank number 1
Yeah,
in the world?
first year I was the number 1. I finished the ranked season with number 1 last year, or the very first year.
And you
Okay.
know what's still kind of like, it breaks my heart that till this day, an org hasn't picked you up yet.
Yeah, isn't that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be really honest with you, and I know this episode is gonna be a little bit, uh, because I just really don't like the Halo Pro scene.
It's,
I
it's
don't like the
100%,
way
yeah.
they recruit their players. I don't like the way I think this is all like set up. I mean, this is my opinion. I'm giving
Mhm.
out my opinion. Um, it's bunch of favoritism, bunch of friends recruiting friends, and it's like very dirty. I mean, you should have been a pro. You should have been picked up a long time ago. I think you article, um, the Asian invasion, I say. But for some odd reason, they want to be your friends. A lot of these pros want to be your friends, and they copy a lot of your same moves. They don't recruit you. Why is it? What's going on? I think there's a
Uh,
lot of ego involved. I don't know.
it's definitely ego. And because, they go off what I how I perform on at LAN. Not necessarily online stuff, it's more like, how good is this guy on LAN? So that's what they go off of. It's then part of it is ego. Um, for me going to LAN, I had to start somewhere, right? So I started with smaller teams. I got top 32 at Kansas City, 2022 of April. So no, top. I said top 32, right? Top 32,
Yeah.
and that's pretty mediocre, honestly, and that's what the pro players go by. And honestly, you can't blame them. All I can do is just keep grinding, 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 grinding. It does seem like there's ego involved in it, but how can I use that as motivation to keep even going even harder? You know,
Yeah.
it does suck though because I've been doing it for like 3 years, just streaming my butt off.
Yeah,
But
you've been performing. I'm gonna be really sincere, and I'm gonna be really sincere to everybody that's listening. I believe in my opinion, you're in the top 5. You're in the top, definitely the most. You're definitely in the top 10 to the top 5 overall best Halo player there is out there.
Oh, thanks, man.
Um, that's bro. I have seen you play with other pros and you've been carrying. You know for a fact, Chris, you know for
Sometimes,
a fact,
sometimes.
we've seen it, you screenshot it, and you showed me, "Look,
Uh,
you've been carrying." But they still won't even have you they won't pick you up, it's like, "Okay, now I see something here." And, it's like
I think it has to do with, I mean, like you said, it's all on it all depends on who you know, especially, like, in a small community like this. This is such a small community, so the pros are gonna stick with who they're confident with and who they really, like, are cool with. So they're not gonna really gonna pick me because, "Oh, he's not good on land, so why would I play with this guy?" So, I mean, I am pretty good on land. I got top 6 in FFA, at Charlotte.
well, but
So I don't.
Halo is different than what I'm used to. I'm more into Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six, is basically individual. You're in a 5 stack, right?
Mm,
And you could outperform and do good on your role, on your position, and you could outperform even though you guys lose, but you as a player, you're doing your job and you're performing super.
right.
They have what's called a challenger league. Basically, is like saying a college team.
Is it a stepping stone, like, basically?
Yeah, it's like before you get into the
Mm,
majors, to the pros. So it's like saying the semi-pro league. And then in there, they evaluate you.
mm,
You could have been on a team that sucked, that never won, but you as an individual,
you're
you
still good
did
enough.
phenomenal. Okay. And I'm gonna give you this example. LeBron James. He was obviously he's a phenomenal basketball player. He played with the Cavaliers,
Mm,
even though he was a really good player and he was the top player of his team didn't win that much, didn't get into championships and winning a whole bunch of champions and getting the
almost,
trophy,
almost.
but
Yeah,
but he's still a good player. And so the Lakers got him, so he'll go around and other teams will pick him up, of course, because he's good.
mhm,
So that's how try to make the comparison a little bit easier so people could kind of like understand. With Rainbow, you got to be good. Yes, your personality, your chemistry, communication, um, all this type of stuff are have major factors. How to use your comms, etc.
right.
You will be tried out with other orgs and they will test you out and you'll get to play with them and stuff like that, and they'll see how you do and how the chemistry, how it how everything folds in, and if you fall in good, then you're picked up.
Mhm.
With Halo, I see it differently. Halo is more like,
Well,
well,
picking
you
picking and
didn't
choosing.
make it. Yeah, your team didn't make it.
Yep.
Well, first of all, have you noticed my KD was always positive. I did always good, but the team didn't win because obviously all the other players are not in my same level. Okay, but still, you're not
Yeah,
that
it's so,
good. So it's
not
like,
fair.
oh,
It's not fair sometimes. It's
it's
really not fair.
not fair. I just really don't like it. I just
I feel like a lot of players, like, in my position, like, they don't get opportunities. I mean, obviously, they don't get opportunities that they should be given just because of, it could be because of, like, I would say ego, but, like,
Yeah,
they're still
there's a
good.
lot of ego involved because I ask, and I'm not going to mention any names, even though I want to so bad, but I ask other pros and I ask about you. They're like, oh, yeah, he's good, but yeah, he needs a long way to learn. I'm like, are you kidding me? I see him play better than you. And he still needs more to learn? What's more to learn in Halo? I
Mm,
mean, I
yeah.
just gotta breathe and hold my peace. And I honestly I had to I had to step away, man. To be really honest, Chris, I had to step away because it's I just don't like it, man. It's so dirty
Mm,
how they manage certain things, and these players recycle. I know some people say, "No, they don't," and all this and that, they do recycle players, washed out players, "Oh, this player's been for so many years," and you still see them. What happened is that, and I'm not saying that goes for all, but it's a big percentage they do this, okay? There's a big percentage, and what happened is that the players that are these fans and they wanna get into Halo, they like they get well, you get disappointed, and to the point they're like, "I've been waiting for 8 years to get into the pro scene. I've been waiting so many years to get on here, and I keep on," and then I see that they just recycle these same players all the time, and they'll just move them to one team to another, and it's gonna come to a point that people just start leaving, going into a different game because it's like it's all within an inner circle. They keep on selecting the same people and recycling the same people, and then you're done. That is basically it. I mean, that's what I see and I perceive, and that's my opinion. I just see the same thing. These people that's same
it,
old, same old.
it is normal people this in the same circle. Like it's like a little clique people have,
Yeah.
and they'll kind of like gatekeep you if you're like, you know.
Yeah, if you're part of that I don't know. I think
I mean, but for me, like at least like I'm cool with all the pros. Like they know me, so they'll talk to me. But they'll you know I'm known enough in the scene to get to the next step. I know I am, so that wouldn't be an issue for me. It's just trying to get there in the moment, like right now.
correct.
It's like, what more do I have to do? Because it's I've been number one ranked first year of this game. I went to LAN, did pretty well. No, didn't make champ bracket, but I still did well. I don't have no issues on LAN. What more do I have to do? I
That's the big question there. What more? what more there is to it?
yeah. I mean,
It's gonna come to a point that I don't blame you if you in the future like say goodbye to Halo because of this
mhm.
stuff.
I actually was considering it this year.
Really? Yeah, it's because it's like fine, you guys wanna hog up the game and
Yeah,
not allow other new players that are actually really good to join in, then fine. Just keep it, then be a pro in another game.
yeah.
Um, I would definitely consider that, and
But like honestly, like I wouldn't say that I'm gay kept. I'm not gay kept. I'm just people aren't confident in me. That's how they feel about me. They're not confident in me because of my land placements.
well, the thing is with land, it's well, first of all, when I see the tournaments going on and I see how you perform in LAN,
Mhm.
I Halo has a big factor that it's a very team based game.
It is. It is
You
team based.
guys have to really kind of work together to accomplish one thing, which in comparing to Rainbow Six Siege, one person could actually win the match.
Really.
Yes. One person could go ahead and just clutch it and win it. Everybody dies, and you could be a 1v5 and still win that match, win that round.
Wow.
Okay, on Halo, you can't. On Halo, your odds winning a 1v4
Well, in Halo 5 you could. Oh, no, but yeah, no, Halo is in general is a lot more team based than
is
anything.
very team based.
Yeah, no.
You go into 1v2,
Oh,
you're
you're screwed. Half
yeah, you're
more than
basically
90% of the time.
90% of the time, because all those bullets just like just decrease to and
Yeah,
then
you're
you
done.
die. There's no way to defend it. Which
Mhm.
on Rainbow Six Siege, one headshot killed the other opponent quickly,
Right.
and you could just hide, take cover, and then you could just headshot the other guy, and then you win. It's been done multiple times. So a lot of times. So you know, that's my thing that I have with Halo that kind of like really just bugs me, man. I mean, you should have been in it a long time ago. And I know because of the land placement, but
Yeah.
they trust you without it. But it's like I say, if your players that you're playing with are not to the same level as you, how can they expect you to be winning if the same guys are not your level? I'm sure if you would be playing with, let's say, Optic or with Phase, you're gonna be rocking out good.
No. Oh, yeah. I mean, those are the top players.
Yeah, but the way your style is phenomenal.
I get rewarded for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if everybody that's listening, if you think like top players is like Renegade. If you think these people in your mind, Renegade, of course, he's a top player. You got Lucid is a top player. I put Persecute right up there.
Thanks, brother.
I'm gonna be really sincere with you. I'm gonna do. You want me to go? I'm gonna go as far that for me, in my opinion, you're better. You're right there, probably even better than Formal. And
No, no.
no,
I
dude,
can't. I can't.
yes,
No.
dude, yes. That's me. That's me.
Maybe, maybe
Okay,
skill wise,
how did
maybe.
Formal do when he was with Sentinels? Oh, what
Oh yeah.
happened now? What happened now, Chris?
I mean, he
What
got top six,
Okay.
top four, top six. I don't remember. They still did good though.
Yeah, but did they win?
No.
Oh, okay. So you see how it is? He's a good player. I'm not discrediting the guy. The guy is a good player. He is a phenomenal player. I base him on a top 10, probably in the eighth or ninth, eight, seven, like around that position.
He's top three for me.
He's top three for you?
Hmm.
Nah, he's not top three for me.
It's because of his accolades, bro. He's made so much money playing COD and Halo. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's really good on controller.
Hmm.
He is phenomenal. I mean, he got the swing, he knows how to do it. But then again, there's somebody for me I think is better, and that's Persecute. Oh,
I appreciate
bro,
your confidence in me, man.
bro, and I seen you play, man. I seen you play even with pros, and then you're always like I'm like, dude, this guy is carrying this pro player, and he is. You got like 20 some kills, and the pro has 15, and I'm like, okay, something is wrong here. What's going on? And it's not just only one round, it's like on every single round and every single different map, you're doing the same thing. Then
Yeah.
the excuses that I hear are kind of lame. Oh, I'm just rusty. I'm not feeling that well. Today's not my day. Oh man, I'm lagging. So listen, dude, you're gonna have to accept the fact that the guy that's carrying you is Persecute, and he's twice as better than you are. But then again, like I said, like I've been saying, it's my opinion. People don't want to take it, then take it. But that's just me. You're that good. You're that good.
I
Now,
appreciate that, man.
if there was a game that you're thinking about like switching, which game would it be?
I actually have been thinking about that. Um, it would probably have to be Apex.
Apex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a game to keep an eye on. I don't know how far this game is gonna go, but a lot of pros are playing it on PC. I don't know. Yeah, it's on Xbox and everything. It's the finals.
I've seen that.
The finals, if you play it, It does give a little bit of that Apex feel to it,
Mhm.
except with all the less mumbo jumbo onto it. It's more direct, competitive. It's very competitive. So, I mean, give it a shot. I don't know if I still don't know. Somebody has to update me onto it. I don't know if there's yet going to be a pro scene to it,
Mhm.
but if there is, bro, that's gonna probably be the game to go for. I know a lot of people play it on controller, some play it on mouse and keyboard. It's gonna be to your own liking. I played it and it's on controller, it's phenomenal.
I think I'm way too addicted to Halo to actually try another game, honestly.
I know you're
But
addicted. You're very loyal to the game, but
yeah,
is the game loyal to you? You know,
that's true.
it's it just it is what it is.
Yep.
You know, that's the thing. You're gonna probably be number one, and you could be number one, and you could be really good, and you have all these pros wanting to play with you, and etc. to get their ranks back up to Onyx, and then when it comes to decision time, they drop a player and they need to pick up somebody. You're never gonna be on the picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, I'm good for you for this, but why am not good for you? Oh, because you don't. Come on, give me a chance to play with you guys. Give me a year, and if I suck, then fine.
Yeah. At least I had a chance, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I just seen some stuff, and I'm like, and I just really, I just want to get out of this.
It's just the same
That's
people.
why I stopped playing Halo. I mean, I play in once every 4 months. I'll just hop on and I'll play a little bit of it because I love Halo. I mean, that's one of my favorite games, and I love it and enjoy it. But when it comes to the pro scene, I'm just fed up with all the baloney, you know?
It's very discouraging a lot, but, what can I do about it? Nothing.
There's nothing you could do about it,
I
man.
mean, I could try to get into, like, Pro 8s, you know? That's, like, my next thing to do. I need to get in Pro 8s, like, when Frost and Renegade are playing, 4v4 against each other and, like, betting money, but I could do that. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
I mean, you
I could
tried
try that.
everything.
Yeah,
You tried everything and you've been good and successful in everything.
yeah,
I mean, I just say go for it, you know? So
yeah, it's
it
just,
is.
it's, but, like, I it's also a good thing when people, underestimate you, gives you the m more motivation to actually even keep going and doing better.
Yeah, you keep it
So,
as a drive.
it's not it's not it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not it does help out. It makes you like work harder and do more and
Like,
and
I'm just not given to it. I'm not given, like, "Here you go." Like, I have to actually work my way up the ladder the hard way, which is, like, more fulfilling if it does work out in the end, but
yeah. Let's see.
yeah.
Let's see. So so now what are you doing outside of Halo? What are you still going to the gym? I know you were going to the gym and stuff like that and working out and
I don't know, I've been working out a lot, actually. I've been a lot of push-ups, a lot of pull-ups. Um, no, it's calisthenic stuff, bodyweight exercises. I don't hit the gym really.
Mhm.
I've been only eating once a day. I've been only eating dinner, so
What?
since October. So I've lost 20 pounds since October. I'm 150 now.
Dude, why are you losing pound? You're thin already. Are
I
you
don't know.
just don't you wanna gain, like, muscle mass or something, or
Yeah, I'm gonna gain muscle mass, but be low body fat at the same time.
Oh, okay, you just wanna
Mhm.
get shredded.
Yeah, but because I feel like last year I've always been so like I just feel like trash. So I just like okay, I'm gonna fast. I'm gonna eat dinner. Just drink water all day, and then and I feel better. I take vitamins. It's
Mhm.
awesome. It's good.
I gained some weight. You could tell I gained some weight.
Yeah. I
So,
mean,
I'm thinking about doing the same thing.
yeah. I mean, but you're older now, so like, who
Yeah.
cares really? But like, yeah, I feel you should always be exercising and stuff. It's always good. Or so
Yeah.
like have a good diet or Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Mm,
mean, even I'm the older, but the thing is that I look at other people of my same age.
mm,
Okay, Doctor Disrespect is basically in my same age group. He's 41 and he
mhm,
looks super, and I'm like, dang, what did I do?
mhm.
Obviously, when you get married,
Stress,
stress, all
lack
this
of
stuff,
sleep,
more
working.
relaxed. Yeah, I'm not much concerned about other things, so
Mhm,
you tend to eat a lot and
mhm,
everything just, like, changes in your life. Everything just
mhm.
goes different when you get married and you start gaining weight. A lot of people that get married, you see them, like, 6 months, a year later, like, "Dude, you just gained,
Yeah.
like, 15 pounds, 20 pounds." It kinda happens. Your brain goes to a different type of mode,
Mhm.
and, I,
Like, you have nothing else to work for now. Okay, I'm good, you know?
yeah, exactly. Now I don't need to impress that much. I have her, now she's
Yeah.
with me.
I attracted the mate now. I'm good for life.
So are you just like on this diet, are you just eating all white meat or you could eat red?
Oh, it's anything. I'll eat anything. Pasta, you know, uh, you know, obviously, so there's salad involved in it because
Mhm.
we'll make salad and, no that we actually have deer meat, so it's like deer meat's a lot more, lean than
God,
fatty.
deer meat is amazing. Deer
Yeah,
meat is one of the most healthiest meat you could eat on the
yeah.
planet.
It's
That
just
and buffalo.
it's lean. It's just, like, straight up, like, muscle.
Yeah,
So it's so much better for you, so,
very clean, very
yeah.
healthy. Um, a lot of people are like, "Oh, how can you eat deer?" I said, "Dude,
Mhm.
deers are saturated. They're all over and, that's they people hunt them once, a year." Um,
Yep, that's when my stepdad goes. He goes hunting. He
you
actually
go hunting?
yeah, he shot a big one, and the whole freezer is actually filled with deer meat right now in the
Yeah.
garage, yeah. It's crazy.
It's really, really good,
Mhm.
very good healthy meat, and, people make, I love deer bologna.
Never actually tried that.
It's freaking good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does it taste like? Like beef? Right? Tastes
Yeah,
like
it tastes like beef, but it's,
yeah,
like, really good if you know how to season it. People know how to season it, they have their
yeah.
own recipe, they know how to make it, and it's just, like, really freaking good.
I've seen deer jerky. It's alright.
Yeah, they're okay. Just
Yeah.
you Not every family knows how to make it. There are some people have like a family secret,
Mhm.
recipe. They just keep it's like the Italians. They know how to make their
Yeah,
sauces. Each one make a different type of sauce. They all don't taste the same. Um so when it comes to deer meat, it's like some people just have their own recipe. They know how to make it. They know how to prepare it to the point that when you eat it, it melts in your mouth.
that's good. That's actually
That's
that's
really, yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, that's phenomenal, man. So, have you gone hunting with him or no?
no, I can't because I have a Nevada state driver's license, so I would have to get a license here for me to go hunting with my,
Oh,
stepdad,
okay.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
But, like, I think hunting season ends soon, like, it's the end of this month, so I have no more time.
Yeah. Think over 18 years ago, 17 years ago, I was living in the state of Maryland.
Mhm.
The deers were so
Big?
there were so much deers that cars would be hitting deers all the time because they were
No
just
way.
yeah, people would go into really nasty bad accidents.
Just where at?
The
Florida or
population of deers were just, like, overwhelming. It was just, like, in Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah, my uncle, he had everybody had to buy these little special type of whistles they put on the front of the car, so when it's driving, it, like, annoys them so they could
Mm,
just, like, run off because they will just, like, run right in front of you. They just don't care, or they'll just stop when they'll run in front, they see the headlights, they'll stop and stare at the lights. And, there's some people that have died.
yeah.
There's so
What?
many of them. And
I heard things like that.
yeah, so then, they allow, hunting on that state. because this is just way too much.
No, like, you said it's overpopulated there? Like, it's just like
Oh,
a
they're just by the tons, I think. Yeah, it's like they're just way too much. I think there's a section that's like in Maryland, it was just way too much. It's
mhm.
like every time I've been hearing, "Oh, another person crashed again with on a deer because it's crossed the road." So it was a lot. It was just to the point I was like, "My goodness, can they just put like some type of fence or something to
Mhm.
prevent them from crossing the road, the highway?" It was just a lot of them.
So
It was
so it's just like a two-lane road, pretty much?
Yeah, it was like
That's
they're
it?
crossing over. They just jump over it
Yeah,
and
that's
then
so
they'll
dangerous.
stop and freeze up and then
Yeah. That
cause
always
major accidents.
that always happens with deer. It's like the most common thing in the world.
Yeah, it's like this way too much, man. I mean,
Mhm.
bad, but I mean, like, geez, it's like you're driving down the road, you just want minding your own business. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
you get a pack of 3 or 4 deer just running, crossing through. It was a lot. It was a lot of deers, you know. So yeah, man.
Well, I
So
mean, I don't really feel bad because we have dominion over the creatures on the earth,
yeah,
so, you know.
it's true. Yeah. If you you're better off just eating it.
Yeah,
Well, if
exactly.
eating cow, let's just go for deer meat. That's
Yeah.
a really
Deer's
clean.
good.
A lot of bodybuilders and these guys that into professional bodybuilding, that's what they eat. They eat that, you know, they eat deer meat.
Just lean, no
It's
fat.
very lean. There's no
Yeah.
yeah, it's really, really, really healthy for you. Now, are you drinking what's the supplements you're taking?
Just water. I mean, I'll drink water, like 3, 4 liters of water a day at least.
Okay.
Um, I take, She Legit, ashwagandha, rhodiola, rosea panax ginseng, I don't know if I say it.
Oh,
Ginseng,
yeah.
yeah. I take this, supplement. It's really it gives me extra energy to actually, do things.
Yeah, that's like
Um
those natural supplements.
Mhm,
Yeah.
exactly.
You get
Well,
it, like, in GNC or you get it in the
no, I got it online on,
oh, you get them online?
yeah, on the TikTok shop. TikTok shop,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know they have a shop. I
No,
didn't
they
know
have
Tik
a shop.
See, the thing is I don't have TikTok.
Nah, there's no reason for you to have to there's no reason.
Yeah, TikTok, I used to have it, but I just found it kinda like I mean, this is when it kinda, like, first started,
Mhm.
and I just found it boring. It wasn't my thing, then
It is
I
boring.
noticed it was getting addicting. I kept on flipping and flipping. I'm like, "I wanna
It
stop flipping, and I can't."
it ruins your attention span. It does.
Right? It was
Yep.
like it's just like, I can't freaking stop flipping on this, and then
Mm.
YouTube comes out, does the same thing with YouTube Shorts,
No,
and
if I ever have kids, I'm never gonna give them a phone until, like, they're older because it ruins their dopamine receptors and it fries their brain and ruins their attention spans. I'm
yeah,
never
it
gonna
does.
Yeah.
It truly does.
Mm,
My, my wife and my wife saw this documentary well, even I saw it afterwards. I saw this documentary of the cell phones and the websites and how they're designed to get people addicted to this stuff.
mhm, right.
Facebook, Instagram, all these companies, what do they do to keep people hooked onto this stuff? And it's like
Yeah.
freaking mind blowing, man. It's scary. There was a documentary on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. Once I saw it, all the major, like the big, you know, CEOs, developers that used to work for these organizations,
Mhm,
they all say, none of my kids have a cell phone and they can't until they are 18 and 19
I
because
got yeah.
they know it could turn into an addiction and then you just can't stop on the social medias and you just get hooked on it. I have something that's for my son. I have a parental type of control type of
Mm,
thing on his phone. So basically, I have it on basic mode that he could just make all the phone calls he wants to me, to
mhm.
his mom, his brothers, to their family members. He could text us. But when it comes to the internet, I have it blocked. He has no social media, doesn't have Facebook, doesn't have Instagram, doesn't have all the stuff. And as for YouTube, he has YouTube Kids. because regular YouTube is going crazy. So YouTube Kids restrict a whole bunch of things. Yeah, I think it's all the way up to the age of 13 or something like that. And excuse me. So he has it up to like that age limit,
Mhm.
and is filtered like parent approved, stuff that he could see, stuff that he can't see, so they blocked out all the adult stuff, and everything is staged at a normal, and it's pretty clean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good,
Yeah,
to be
my
honest.
sisters are my young sister is 9, my older sister is 11. They have parental control on their iPads, so they can't, surf the web, like, have freedom because of the, they get so exposed to things they shouldn't see already, so, I mean,
Yeah, they're too early.
way too early,
Yeah.
and they're on top of that, they're homeschooled now. My sisters are getting homeschooled because they're seeing things and or hearing things at school I'd never even heard of when I was their age, so it's getting worse and worse as the world goes by. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Talking about that, I
yeah,
see, like, my son be telling me stuff, like, that goes on in his school and
mhm,
with his so-called friends, because I tell him, "Listen, that's not your friends, these people, they just wanna be popular, and they think it's cool to be watching certain things and watching certain type of videos."
yeah,
I said, "That's not how life works," and I tell him, "Listen, if will you show this to mommy?" No." I said, "Well, then you shouldn't be watching this stuff, this is for adults. You're watching movies, and so you're not at the proper age to be watching John Wick or, stuff like that. That's a
yeah,
little bit too harsh
that's
for you.
rough. That's a lot
You're
of killing.
Yeah, you're just a little 11-year-old. You
Yeah,
still got a ways to go, you
mhm,
can't be watching this type of clips and stuff. I know you think it's cool,
mhm,
but because you're trying to associate, but your mind is still not fully developed yet.
mature enough.
Yeah,
Mhm,
mature to be watching this type of thing. This is why movies have parental guidance.
mhm,
Rated R, rated PG-13. I said, "This movie's not rated PG-13, and you're still not 13 yet, so you
mm,
gotta wait."
that's true. I think I got my first phone when I was, like, 17, 16. I was 16 years old. I got my first phone.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, I was late. I mean, but, like, at the same time, I also had, like, an iPod Touch. I wasn't listen to music, you know? But it's just like now, the faster time goes, things are such an easy way. Like, it's like an easy access to everything. Everything's more convenient nowadays. And it's like
Yeah, with a phone, everything is very convenient. Everything is done on a touch of a screen.
mhm,
You need a setup appointment right there on your phone.
right,
You need to buy something, boom, on the phone, you bought it, done. It's on the tap. Now you don't even have to call to place an order. You could just go to Amazon and just tap on it, buy, pick it, boom, buy it. You need to return
yeah.
something, you click buy. There's the QR code, and just go to the store and just return it. And it's they made everything so like simple,
It's
but
kinda
the other thing you got is got
Mhm,
people that depend on it. It's to the
yeah.
point that some people, and I fought and I fell for this too, that you'll leave the house forgetting your wallet, but you don't forget your phone.
No, never forget
There's
my phone.
and you know what I had to do? I had to buy, because I forgot my wallet like 2 times. And I was like, "Damn, my wallet, I need my driver's license." So I had to drive back home, get my wallet, and then
My phone was like
now there's these cell phone cases with a wallet built into them.
it's a
It's like a little
good
secret,
strategy.
yeah, secret compartment. It flips open,
"Oh, it's
you
not my
put
phone."
your it flips open, you could put your, I think you put like 4 cards maximum. So I put, my debit card, driver's license, and my insurance, whatever, just put it right in there. Done.
That's a good way to not never forget your wallet. I never actually never heard of that. Get
Yeah,
a like a little wallet phone case.
yeah, wallet phone case, yeah, and it's hard, it's, you know,
Wow,
shockproof and everything.
that's awesome.
It's pretty cool, it's pretty cool
Yeah.
how convenient things are nowadays, how they make it.
For like, no, since we're both Christian, like I've been doing this. Not, I'm not been, but I've been trying to do this 21-day fast. Um,
Mhm,
like you give up something for God, and I was thinking of like, dang, maybe I can give up my phone, but no, I need my phone for everything. I use it for Twitter. I use it for, you know, texting my teammates, texting just anything. I need my phone for almost my job. So like, how am I gonna give up my phone? And I've been thinking of it. Oh, maybe I could just give up music because I always listen to music. What if I gave up music?
mhm.
That'd be good. I mean, so I could just do that. Wait, that's like a little thing I've been doing. Oh
Well,
no.
let me tell you something. And a lot of people are gonna find this shocking.
Mm,
They're gonna find this very shocking to them. You you could live off your phone.
mm.
You don't need it. Um, and you could ask anybody that lived in the 70s, 80s, 90s,
Oh yeah, I know. That's the truth.
because I remember when I was very young and before cell phones were beepers.
No flip phones.
No,
Even
beepers.
before that.
Yeah, before the cell phones were beepers. Is this little tiny little device that you receive text messages. That's all you got is text messages. Is a little you look it up,
I'm looking up right now actually.
look it up
Beepers.
go
Yeah.
Motorola beepers in the 90s. They had different colors. You coulda I mean, it's
What in the world?
yeah.
It's like a little like calculator looking thing.
Yeah, it's a little tiny little device, and it'll read off to you the message. So what people had to do is they had to call, let's say, an 800 number, and they give out your phone number, what it suppose like a cell phone number, and they say you say you want to send out a message, and you're like, hey, don't forget to get milk and
Mhm,
rice or whatever, and the operator will send out that message to that person. Basically, they will text message that person,
mhm,
and then it progressed. Then what they did was that they stopped using the operators because then you could do it online. You
mhm,
could go on a computer and then you could type in the message and send it out. You could still call the operator if you're on the road, you got stuck, you're at a flat tire, you could, send somebody a text message via the beeper and say, "Hey, I'm stuck, I need some help." And that's how they got the message related,
okay.
to them. So then from beepers, then came in, the cell phones and stuff like that. It got really popular. And then you got the big, humongous, clunky Motorola, which I think it came before the beepers, but beepers was I mean, the cell phones back then were so expensive. I think it
Really?
was like 5 grand or 3 grand just for a the first cell phone. It was selling for a very, very high price. And then the monthly fees on it were very just like
What?
ridiculous. Yeah. It's like when TVs come out, like the first plasmas and stuff like that, when they first came out, they were like 20,000, 15, $10,000. Yeah, they were like that expensive. They were super nobody could afford them. Nobody could afford them. People just like only the rich, people that just have the money to spend on those that
Mm,
could buy them. But it's like when 4K came out, the LEDs 4K, they were like ridiculous expensive. Now you get a 4K for 200, $300, like nothing. Yeah.
I
It's
think
everything comes out and it comes out very expensive.
the
So,
drop zone.
yeah, then it start dropping so it could be more easier for consumers to buy when technology keeps on progressing.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, back to what you were saying that you're trying to give up something
Mhm.
like the cell phone. You could give up on certain apps. What you could do,
That is very true.
um, I'm not saying don't give up on the phone calls or text messages because you probably need to contact your mom or your
No,
dad,
that's the
etc.
one thing I've always been bad at texting though in general. It's just me.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Like, I even my own parents, so it's not
Yeah,
just
I
me.
I know that for a fact. That's sometimes I message you, it takes like a month after for you to reply.
Oh, no. I know. I don't know why, like, that's something I just don't do. I don't and I have my phone with me, like, it's just something
Yeah.
I'm bad at.
It's like you have you look at it. You know there's auto reply. You
Yeah.
could just tap on it.
It's stupid, I know.
But yeah, I mean, if you go on this type of fast, usually food is or like certain things that really like if
You
you're a person
enjoy.
like into sweets, then eliminate the sweets. If you're a person into salty stuff, and
Mhm.
eliminate those salty stuff, those cravings, and you
'Cause you know the crazy Jesus went 40 days and 40 nights without food or drink.
food. Well, it said that he remember that in the Bible, what it said that the devil tempted him
Yep.
with food. He didn't
Right.
tempt him with water.
Okay.
Notice that. He said, "Turn this stone into bread." He didn't say, "Turn this stone to bread and also
For
turn
your
this
Lord your
mud
God.
into water," or anything
Yeah.
like that.
No,
He
but yeah.
said, "Tempt him with bread." So, um, people that are experts in theology and stuff like that, they looked at that and say that's the only thing that he tempted it was with something to eat, because the human body cannot go on for 40 days without drinking water.
Mhm.
You gotta I think you could only be like
A
3
week?
days
3 days?
3 days or 4 days, something like that. There's a certain amount of days you could just go without it, without basically killing you.
Mm,
So, you need to have water in your system.
I feel it.
So,
Okay.
when they analyze it, they go, "Look, the only thing he tempted him with was with bread, he never tempted him with water." So, I do believe he drank water, but not with I mean, he drank water, but he didn't eat nothing. Now going 40 days without eating, that's tough.
That
I
is
did one
insane.
fast. I fasted for 3 days, 3 nights,
Wow.
in a row.
So,
Yeah.
do you feel like trash?
Actually, no.
No?
It's one of the most, spiritual and closer to
Oh, yeah.
God as I've ever been. And
For
actually,
sure.
he spoke to me that last night, that final day. It was crazy. It was about a relationship. I went through
Breakup?
breakup, yeah.
I
That
think you told me, right?
Yeah, I think I told you about that, yeah. That right at that last moment,
Mm.
God spoke to me. Oh,
Isn't
heard
God's
that
timing
voice,
crazy?
man, that said, "Read chapter 3, verse 3," and it was in the book of Amos, which I never knew that book ever existed in the
I
Bible.
never even heard of that book, so
Yeah, me neither. You wanna read it what it says? Look at Amos. You got the Bible with you?
Yeah, he was like Alright, I'm getting it out, huh?
Yeah, check it out. It's gonna blow your mind, man. It's gonna blow your mind. 'Cause I was praying I was praying, I said, "God, bring her back. I'm suffering, I'm hurt. Please,
Yeah, that's what you think.
yeah, that's what yeah." But, read Amos 3:3.
Alright, hold on. Yeah,
It's
that's what you
good.
think. That's what God says, yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah,
It says, Amos 3:3, "Do 2 walk together unless they have agreed to do so?"
there you go.
Uh, d
In other translations, I think I read mine in Spanish, it says, "Can 2 walk together if one doesn't agree?"
no, I never.
You can't.
It's not even possible.
So, that was the answer to my prayer. So God's like,
Sorry.
"Sorry."
Yeah. No, I just, like
Does that answer your question?
yeah.
I was like, "Dang." That blew my mind, man, because I never knew that book existed.
Amos 3:3?
That yeah, never
And
knew
what
that
you were
book
going through at the time too?
when I was going through at that time.
No way, that's cool, bro.
Yeah,
No, it's crazy because like, I'll notice, like, God's timing is always, like, perfect.
it's the perfect
Even
timing.
even if it's small, like, it's like there was one time because, like, my ex and stuff,
Mhm.
I was I was fishing, and I'd never even went fishing before, and I was talking to God, like, "Oh, God, I really miss her so much." And then I cast out my reel, put it into the pond, and I caught a 17-inch bass. That's my first ever fish I ever caught. And I believe that's God telling me, like, I have so much more in store for you. Don't worry about that woman. And
Wow.
this was last year, July. Or like last year, June-ish, May, I don't know. But I was like, yeah, God, I miss her. I was looking to the sky and like cast up my fishing reel, and then I caught that big old bass. And it's just like God speaks in ways we don't really understand or expect. And
Yeah.
it's
Well, it does say that, God's works in mysterious ways.
Mhm.
Each person has a way. God speaks to people in different ways. He'll speak to you differently, like he'll speak to me differently. Um, some people will see certain little things that will just happen and it will just like, wow, God just spoke to me right there. Some people have, God will speak to them differently. So, but he'll still get that message and that point across to them in their
Right.
life. No matter what, he'll get that message through. And that's amazing how he does it. Not a lot of people.
And the patience he has, the patience he always has.
Yeah, not a lot of people know how to listen to him because he doesn't. They think that okay, I got to hear him. He's gonna come in audible voice. No,
No.
with that part with Amos, what happened to me was when that verse came unto me on that last night of that fasting, I went to sleep, and then when I went to sleep, I got done praying, and all of a sudden, I was like in a deep dream,
Mhm.
but I knew I wasn't dreaming. It was really different. I can't say I was dreaming. It's more like a revelation. I don't know. It's
Y
something really
you're
different. It
you're
it
you're
was
John.
yeah, I don't know what the world happened to me. It's that all I know, I was sitting down, everything was white. It's like if I was in the middle of a clouds
Mhm,
and I was sitting down and I had the Bible in my hand and that's all I saw. And I hear this voice says, Jeff, read chapter 3, verse 3.
mhm,
And then the voice came again even louder, read chapter 3, verse 3. And I opened up the Bible and I looked around. I said, but what book? What do you want me to read? And when I look, I see the book of Amos 3 3. Phoom, and I woke up right at that moment.
wow.
Bro, when I woke up, it was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. But what the crazy part was, I did not feel sleepy.
Mhm.
You know, when you wake up, you start
Groggy.
stretching and yawning. Yeah, you yawn. You feel groggy. You're like,
Mhm,
okay, let me just get up. Dude, the sleep I had disappeared. I felt like if it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
mhm.
I'm like, okay, wait 1 second. Where's my sleep go? Why am I not sleepy? How come I'm not feeling tired? Out of a second?
Yeah,
I opened up my eyes. This is what I feel. I feel like nothing happened. I was like, wait, is it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon? What the heck? So I get up. I'm looking around. I'm like, what just happened?
that's a revelation.
I was just sleeping. Yeah, it feels 100% real. So I get on my knees and I started praying. I'm like, God,
Mhm,
help me out. What's going on? And I just remember that what I just saw. And I said, dear Lord, I'm sorry, if I'm doubting or this, but that book, I never heard of that book. Let me just, you know, get the Bible real quick. So
Mhm.
I get the Bible and I look at the index. And when I
Amos.
look at the index and I'm looking at the oh wait, there is a book called Amos. Let me go what chapter 3, verse 3 says.
Mhm.
You know, can two be together if one doesn't agree? And it was a question to me. So I had to answer. I said, no,
You can't force it anymore.
can't force her that she
No.
doesn't want it. That's how it is. It's done.
Yeah,
So not even him, not even God himself could make somebody be with you if they don't want to be with you. So that means right there, he doesn't force free will
Mhm.
because he gives everybody free will.
Mhm.
Also, it kind of lets you know that that person is not meant to be for you
Exactly.
because he could have gave some type of verse of hope and waiting or something, but he
Just
didn't.
reality. It's reality.
Yeah,
What's a cold stone hard truth? Like, you can't
yeah,
force that. If you do force it, it's gonna get even worse. You know, it's gonna get
yeah. You
even
force it gets even
yeah.
worse.
So
Yeah,
just leave it be. Goodbye.
let it go because
Mhm.
God knows what's best.
Mhm.
What's what's best for you. So
No, I've been a lot more close to God this past 3 months. 3 months.
oh, good for you, man.
Yeah, it's been great. My music pat not music pastor, the children's pastor, like, kids pastor, he
Mhm.
actually asked me if I wanna be a drummer for children's church. So it's like, "Oh, shit, do I do that?"
Is
Guess
that your favorite instrument?
yeah,
Drum?
yeah. I used to play drums for my old church at, First Baptist Church at Hinesville in Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's
that
dope.
could be God's calling for me, who knows?
So you do beatboxing and also you do drums.
Yep, I do.
Wow. So you're are you gonna take it up? Are you gonna do it or
I'm not sure yet.
yeah?
I'm not
Because I
sure.
know you like, okay, I could do this, but I know it's gonna take a lot of time
Yeah.
and you guys gotta practice. And then you got your Halo thing going on, and you're like, okay, this is gonna conflict my hours or my
Yeah.
days of playing, or what should I do? How can I balance this out?
But, like, you might, like, thinking because when God tells you this is his will, it's gonna constantly be brought up to you. And it's always been brought up to my mom, everybody, like, so maybe, maybe God wants me to do that, you never know. Maybe. Because like,
Yeah.
when
Well,
it's his true will, it's gonna be constantly brought up to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So maybe it could be.
if it's will, I mean,
Mhm.
he's gonna touch your heart. He's gonna let you know. You're gonna know at the end.
Yeah.
You're gonna know at the end of the day. You're gonna find out, and you're gonna know, and what you should do, what path you could take, or what you're gonna take. So he's
Mhm.
gonna eventually guide you into it. So right now, other than I mean, you've been streaming quite
Mhm.
lately. I kind of like that.
9 hours last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still amazed how Halo is still. I mean, it's not bringing in the numbers as it did
It's
back
decent.
in the days, but they're pretty good numbers. There's just viewerships. I know when Summit was playing, it brought
Mhm.
a lot of attention, and
He rated me once, remember?
he rated you.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, I told him to rate. I think I told him to rate
Oh,
you.
I think you do, yeah, I think
Yeah, I think I told him to rate you. Really, really, really nice guy, and
Mhm.
I also got him to play with Accelerate.
Really? The M&K?
Yeah. Tell him, yeah, I that time you were going through some struggle,
Oh, yeah, I was.
and
It's now I look back to it, it's so dumb.
I
So
was
stupid.
like, because what happened was I wanted him to play with you, and I'm texting you, I'm calling you, I'm DMing, I'm like, dude, he wants to play with you.
I know, it's dumb.
Shame on you,
I
Chris.
know.
My gosh, man. So what
All
I did, I got
all
to
'cause
I
of a
had
freaking
to
girl, huh?
huh?
Just kid
Well, you know what happened, you know. So and then the other thing was, I mean, I think everything happens for a reason, you know. God knows what he's doing. But I eventually I told Summit, I said, Summit, just I'm gonna hook you up with Accelerate. He's a PC player. He plays on mouse and keyboard, so you guys could relate
Mm,
because the majority of all these pro players play on controller. They're gonna use controller, so there's nothing you could relate. And he was playing with Eli X, our good buddy Eli, really nice guy. So Eli was playing with them, so they got. He said, "Sure, no problem. I'll pick up Accelerate."
mm.
So he picked up Accelerate. I mean, I love Accelerate. Don't get me wrong, I love him, but I wanted you to get to meet him and get to play with him because I was trying to get Renegade. First, I trying to get Renegade. Renegade couldn't do it. I don't know. I think he was screaming or something happened. He couldn't able to do it. Renegade from Phase.
Mm.
And then I got you there. So I was trying to get, I was trying to get him like a really good crew. It was gonna be Eli X, you, and Renegade. Oh, you guys would have been
That'd been funny or
that
fun.
would have been fun to
Yeah.
watch. Seeing you guys just destroy out there. So Summit eventually got to play with Accelerate. They Accelerate had to wait quite some time, like 30 minutes or something, for him to invite him over. So he did. They had a blast. They had a good time. And Accelerate was very, very appreciated. He was just messaging me, "Thank you so much. That was an honor. Thank you, you know." So I'm like, "I got
Oh, that's
you."
cool.
Yeah, really, really happy that he had that moment.
Yeah.
So when Accelerate was playing with him, he got really good viewership and everything, but Summit was just skyrocketing. His viewership went from like I think he averaged like 15,000 people every single time he's streaming,
Wow.
but he went up from 15 to like almost 20 some high 20s to 30s. He was getting massive, really good amount of viewers while he was playing Halo.
Summit. You said Summit.
Summit 1G, yeah. So he was getting a lot of viewers. So
I think because he after the day he had to rated me, he went in my I went in his stream and he actually told me, "Oh, we should play sometime, Pers." And like I clipped it and I saved it, but he's never been on Halo since. So it's like, oh man.
nah, I mean, you just gotta reach out to him. Reach out to him on Twitter. I mean, he follows me on Twitter. I don't know if
No,
he
does he?
follows you. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. He doesn't follow me.
Yeah. But you just gotta follow him. I mean, I could just tell him to if he sees you popping up, more likely he'll remember your name and
Mhm.
he'll follow you back and you could DM him, say, "Hey, we should,
Yeah.
grind on Halo one of these days." When's the next season coming up? Is anything new or just came out or anything new
Um,
with Halo?
I think in 2 weeks. 2 weeks new season.
2
Yeah, and the Halo the HCS roadmaps come out in like before the end of this month, so we'll see it by then.
The H is what?
The roadmap,
Oh, roadmap?
yeah, for all the events and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything new? Is there another Halo coming out or
No. Just a new starter weapon. That's it.
uh
That's it. It's pretty the same. Same
what
old, same old.
now what do you see what's going on with Halo? Halo what was I think wasn't Halo 3 like the best Halo of all
It was.
time?
It was. Halo 2 and Halo 3 are the best Halos.
Halo 2 and Halo 3. I mean
Yeah.
Halo 1 it was big.
Oh, yeah. That's
That
like
was like the
uh,
number 1 FPS game when it first came out. It was massive.
that's a OG Halo. That's original.
Yeah. Then, I mean, I played it and I finished it,
Mhm.
story mode, and then, but Halo 3 was like, I think that was the one that
That's
was
the
it
peak.
the that's the peak of his highest.
Yep.
And how long did it maintain like that?
Since like 20 late 2020, late 2012, I believe it started to go down. And then Halo 4 came out, and then yeah. So 2012, and then Halo 3 ODST after Halo 3, and then Halo Reach came out in 2010, and then that's when it started to plummet after when Halo 4 came out in 2012 November.
Mm.
343 took over.
Oh, that's right, 343 took over.
Because
You think
that was a Bungie.
343 is was a good thing, or you think it was a bad thing, or what?
I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of a bad thing
Yeah, on your opinion, right?
in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I respect people like Unishek and you know Muggsy and the people that work there. Obviously, Tashi, of course, because I know how stressful it could be having to handle such a top tier brand named Halo. So, but let the number speaks for itself. It has been doing as well as it should. Halo's supposed to be like one of the greatest FPSs of all time, and the population is dwindling as time goes by. So, I mean, it's kind of a bad thing, not to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's like like they say, the rise and fall of Halo.
Yeah.
It was really, really doing good when Halo 3, then 4 came out.
Mm-hmm.
It had its peak moment, then it dropped down, and I think what Halo 5
Mm-hmm.
was another one that it came in.
But they, dude, shout out to 243 for Halo 5, man, because that game is so. They made the most. They accidentally made the most skilled FPS ever.
Oh, really?
That's what Halo 5 is. Yeah, the movement, the the weapons, like the Halo 5 pistols. You can't replicate that. It's like it's kind of like Halo 2 in a way.
Correct.
Similarly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I I think after I think they really, this time, if another Halo comes out after Infinite, they're gonna really have to step up the game to bring these fans back.
I doubt it'll ever happen.
You think so?
This was it right here. Yeah.
Infinite is the last?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this was the last.
I've been so out of the loop.
This was we have a 10-year span of just Halo Infinite.
What? 10
Yeah,
years?
yeah, that's what they.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yep,
Oh
and
gosh.
it hasn't been keep,
Hasn't even been.
hasn't even hasn't even keeping up to par with anything. It's just like everything's dying. People are complaining about the servers. There's no server selection. There's macro transactions. We can't grind out for armors. We can't unlock armors. We can't grind out for like credits to unlock our own armor. To like we there's no those. There needs to be those type of things in the game to give the players incentive to actually keep playing, and there's none of those in the game. None of it. What is?
Yeah,
I mean, like like reaching the max rank, hero rank, and as their career rank to get the Mesh Chief armor. Like, oh, okay, but what is there? Are there new things like or other things I can do to keep getting armor or no? Like, no, you can't go in the campaign and beat it on legendary to unlock this cool armor set. You can't collect all the skulls in campaign to get a cool armor set. Like, there's none of that in the game. So it's like, what you have to buy stuff to look cool, quote unquote. Like,
correct.
that shouldn't be how a game is, man. And man, but the game is free to play. But I'd rather a game be $60 with unlockables and
Mhm.
less transactions. Honestly,
Yeah, if you're gonna charge for the game, you wanna put a price tag to it, then fine, yeah, make it unlockable
right?
and put some things. The what Halo should should have done, and hopefully in the future they decide to change it, make it more like Fortnite. Okay, you like this armor? This cool. You got to pay for it. Fine, but give the game well. The game is for free.
Mhm,
It's free now. I think it's always been free when it came out. Halo Infinite. So what they need to do, just you know, put out these armors, put this stuff, and there's some colored armors that I love that I wanted, and I was like, I said, how am I gonna unlock this?
mhm,
Oh, you got to play a certain amount of hours and just be playing and playing and playing for
mhm.
you to unlock that. I was like, I forget that.
But, like, I prefer the game to be that way, though, honestly, 'cause I just put in the time and I get rewarded for it, you know?
Yeah, true, true. But they could do that for certain exclusive set, but don't do it
True,
for every single
true.
skin out there. Make some skin that people could just buy and enjoy.
Mhm,
Now, if you want this like legendary flame, whatever type of art complete set, then fine. Oh, you need to win a certain amount of hours. You need to get to this rank, and you need
mhm,
this and this and that. Okay, fine, do that, but not for every single gun, not for or every single weapon. You can't
yeah.
get that skin because of the hours you need to put in. They just they have to see how other companies are doing their method because it's working. Fortnite right now,
Still,
man, they're making so much
still.
money. Yeah, till today, and the only thing they do is just boom, sell skins. Well,
Mhm,
what they do as well, they have their skins set there for a certain amount of time. And then if you want that skin, you
you
better
gotta
take
buy it.
advantage. Yeah, you better buy it because after to on a week or a day or two, it's gone. And when it's ever coming back, you would never know.
I remember playing Fortnite, and I always would check the shop on my phone. I'm like, "Oh, is this skin out again?" 'Cause I know I would never buy it at first, and then after it would go out, I would want it again. Like, "Oh, man, I should have bought that skin." So
Yeah.
I know I used well, back in, like, 2018, I was so addicted to Fortnite, and I wouldn't buy skins, and I would regret it. Like
Wow.
it's like, "Okay, oh, no, is this skin coming back? Oh, no, I didn't buy it." Yeah.
I bet. I bet. I bet that 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 kind of like disappoints you in some aspect that you just gotta take advantage. And sometimes if you don't have the money at that moment, you be asking, "Hey, mom, can I get some money?
Mhm.
I want to buy this skin, on Fortnite."
Yeah.
And then on Halo, okay, sorry, you can't buy it unless it was the pro skins, yeah, the pro set
Mm.
or pro league. Then you could purchase it and get all the collection. I think I got the first season, the one that you could get all the
Fanatic.
pro league set. So I did unlock those, but it kind of sucked. There were some other ones that I really like, and I couldn't unlock certain colors, and it didn't allow me to get it.
Yeah, there's a lack of color customization in Halo Infinite. It sucks. It's just coatings, like preset coatings you have to wear.
Correct, correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh, and emblems too. It's preset emblems. Like what?
Yeah. Man,
Like
that's pretty crazy.
that's what made Halo. Like you make your own colors, color combos, and you make your own emblem. Like that's like a cool thing Halo had, and then this Halo Infinite, nope, preset everything. Like why?
Why?
What's the point of that? Don't get it.
When
Oh,
when you started playing Halo, what Halo? What was your first Halo?
Halo 2,
Oh, Halo 2. The
Halo
one that he could use both
dual wield.
handguns.
Yeah, I was on my dad's OG Xbox,
Mhm.
2005. I
Ye
was
When Halo 2 first came out, I was in line at GameStop to get the game.
really.
Yeah, at 12 o'clock in the morning. So what they did was they they GameStop created a system that they will open up the store at midnight, so you could go in and get the game. So there was a
People
line
camp out.
already. Huh?
People camp out and stuff. I've seen that.
Yeah, we camped out. I was waiting there like hours, like 2 or 3 hours.
Mm.
Right at 9 o'clock, there were already people camping
Even
at
before that
9.
then, huh?
Yeah, they were just camping out there, and the line was
Mhm.
massive. It was massive. You don't see that no more because
No,
now
games are
people
just
just
you can buy games online now.
yeah.
It
That's
doesn't
not
matter.
yeah, well, you know what? That was the big mistake. Let me tell you, there's the pros and cons what Xbox did, okay? Xbox 360, that was like the king of the hill of
Mhm,
console. And when Xbox One came out and they introduced it, they made a mistake and they said that they were going to go ahead and remove the CD ROM aspect on the Xbox One. You remember that when they stated that? They're
No,
like,
I
"Oh, we're gonna." Yeah,
no.
they wanted to remove. The thing is, Microsoft, they were so ahead of the game. They knew what was going to happen, like towards the future of console.
Mhm,
So they said, "Okay, we're going to remove the CD-ROM on the Xbox One, so because you're going to download the games and you don't have to
digitally.
worry about scratching it and etc." So a lot of people got ticked off. They were just like mad. They're like, "Screw this! I'm gonna cancel my order."
Yeah,
And PlayStation was so happy. They said, "This is our opportunity to sell the Xbox. I think the Xbox Four."
mhm,
And they just like, "This is our moment. Let's take advantage." And when they had their conference meeting, they said, "Guess what? We're keeping our CD-ROMs." They knew
and they blew
the
up.
future is not going to be CD, using the CD. They knew very well, but they took advantage of that
Mm,
moment. So people started going to GameStop, canceling their console, canceling the Xbox One, and people got into Sony PlayStation.
mm,
And then they're like, "Okay, this is much better. I love it now. I like this is better, etc." And they were just tickled happy. But that's what kind of like hurt Xbox because they did that. Nowadays, people like, "Screw that. I'm not gonna go to the store and buy it. I just purchase it right now. Boom, done. I
mm,
have it. It's mine." And guess what? I don't have to worry about scratching it up. I don't have to worry because back then you needed the disc to play. It'll download completely. If it scratches, you're doomed. There's no way around it. If not, you're gonna have to purchase another game.
mm.
And now people like notice like, yeah, I rather just purchase it online. I have the digital copy.
Yep,
You could just, as a matter of fact, your Xbox, your console could break in pieces. You get another console, log into your account. Guess what? Your games are all still in there.
yep,
So people were complaining that they couldn't sell the games. They couldn't sell it to a buddy of theirs or sell it and etc. Because if it's digital, and this is why they wanted the hard copy, and that's what they wanted. So Microsoft made the mistake of saying they wanted to make that console completely digital, and it kind of it backfired on them. They ended up firing the the person in charge of that department. Yeah,
why just because he said that and he gave people the others opportunity
yeah,
to actually do that?
yeah,
No.
because they lost so much money, so many people,
Mm-mm.
millions of people. I think I don't know how many orders were canceled, and people took it and they flipped to PlayStation. If not right now, Xbox would have been still number 1 in the leaderboards of console sales.
So
So now they have to make their consoles more impressive. Like, we're the number 1. Our console is the fastest, strongest, the most powerful console there is. So they meet the specs. Their console is competing against PCs. That's how strong they are. But they have to win back the people. And
like,
now
like this,
everybody's buying everything digital.
yeah, the Series X is like the one I have right here in front of me.
Yeah.
There's still a CD place for it, but like it's mostly digital. Like,
Yeah.
mhm,
But if you look at the game itself, the CD, okay, this is how they knew that CDs is basically obsolete now.
oh yeah,
So, okay, you got the disc, you put in the game, it downloads to a certain amount. It doesn't download the game completely fully, because if you, let's say for instance, you don't have internet,
mhm.
can you still play? You
Nope.
can't. You need internet. Even though if you're downloading the game itself,
You
it's
never.
still saying error, you need to connect, there's no online activity.
Mhm,
So basically that CD is like a key code. That's basically what it is. You need to be online to download it. And then you're on the obligation of having that CD stuck, in the system. You got to use it to play the game.
mhm.
So you kind of like doom in both ways. So
Yeah, like when I
I
was
kind of like more digital copies.
digital's a lot more convenient for sure. Like when I was little, I had a PS2 and GameCube, and when you're little, you don't take care of your things, especially when you're like 6 years old. And I would always have scratches on my CDs, and I would always be so sad. I wouldn't be able to play my game.
Yeah, so it's just like, man, it's like you're doomed. Either way, it's like you're just better off going digital. So now everybody's doing digital. A big majority is doing
I'm
digital.
digital now too.
Yeah, me too. I play on PC. So you're playing more in PC, or you play on the console more?
Oh, PC
PC.
more. Yeah.
Now I got a question, because I hear so many people, they like the console version with Halo,
Mhm.
but do you get the same? I mean, doesn't it push out 120 frame rates?
It hits 120. I could go at 120, but it's less consistent than PC is. Console feels a lot worse. There's a lot more a sluggish feeling to it on console. PC is a lot more snappy and responsive. Console is a lot more muddy and like slow. Like you can't
Mhm,
really micro adjust as much as you should be able to. As like a person that has good aim, especially like because on LAN and open bracket
mhm.
where I play at, it's all console. We're on consoles and open bracket. We're on the Series X's, and it feels very like sluggish and can't play how you want to type feeling.
Wow.
hmm There's
And
a
I would have thought it would have been different.
Yeah, especially being a new gen, like a next gen and stuff. It's there's definitely a setback comparing it to PC. It's a lot more
Yeah.
sluggish, and we all complain about it. I don't know why we're in console in 2023 or 2024 now. So,
On console, when you're playing in LAN,
playing on LAN, we're on console, and the PCs are in champ bracket on main stage. So it's like,
contradicts himself,
yeah,
right?
hmm
Because what happen if you guys do really super good and you're winning and you're winning, you're winning?
hmm
Then you're gonna have to go to the main stage.
yep.
What's gonna happen then? You gotta figure out how this is gonna feel, because it feels so different
Then the console,
than the console, and you end up losing.
yeah.
What the heck?
I think. I mean, but you're on a PC, so it's gonna feel better regardless. Doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're already used to it.
Yeah,
You're already used to it.
and just we should all. I mean, we always complain about this. Like it should, every the whole event should be PCs, not, "Oh, open bracket gets console, and then main stage is PC, champ bracket is PC." Like, that's not who plays PC, that's not fair. Like, why we're not all in the same things at the tournament? Because,
It-
I guess there's money.
yeah, I think there's money involved. I
Mhm,
think there's sponsorships involved.
mhm,
I think
Microsoft.
Microsoft has their hands involved. They want to make sure that console is there, being used. Um, I mean, that's what I assume that is this for, because it's like it doesn't make any sense. In the main stage, you guys are using PC, and then and the other side, you're just using console.
Right.
That kind of like doesn't add up. Then when you have to go to main stage, you got to switch back and forth. It's like, I don't know, it's so confusing.
But, yeah,
It's like
but once you make main stage, you don't have to switch back and forth between console. It's just like, "Oh, you're on the
everything with
PC."
PC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, it sucks playing on console. I've been on it for the past 3 years, so or 2 years, sorry.
Really?
Mm,
So now you're playing on PC currently, right?
mhm,
That's what you're playing on?
mhm, yeah.
Okay. I know you wanted to upgrade your PC. Have you did it or no?
I upgraded my graphics card, so instead of the Radeon AMD 5700, I have a
Mhm.
3070 now, my NVIDIA graphics card.
Okay, that's what I got. You got a
Mhm.
70 or 70 Ti?
It's a 70, not the TI. I wish I got TI.
Yeah.
The TI is like a 3080, right? It's like essentially almost.
Um, basically, it's right up there to what a
Mhm,
3080 is. It basically a Ti is, I try to make it kind of simple for people.
mhm,
It just has turbo in it.
mhm,
So the
mhm.
one you have is just a base
The boost.
3070, but it doesn't have turbo.
Mhm,
The Ti is basically like a turbo. It'll eventually kind of like overclock it in
mhm.
a safe mode without it damaging and doesn't void the warranty. That's They just put more boost into it, more power into it to get it closer to the 3080, to
Okay.
the base model of a 3080.
So almost kinda, but like it's like
Right,
a
it's
boost.
right there. Yeah, it's right there to the not a it's almost there.
Mhm,
Not exact, because then they won't sell 3080s.
mhm,
They got to make their 3080s powerful and more frame rates so they could sell. You know how it is. It's trying to make money.
mhm.
If you want this amount, then you need this. If you want this amount, you need this. But I'm going to be really honest with you. Your 3070 should,
That's good enough.
yeah, it's perfect. You could crank up the graphics on
I'd
it.
rather I'd rather get a better CPU at this point.
Yeah.
But I have a 12-core CPU already, so I don't or
Yeah. I don't think you, to be really honest with you, your 3070,
mhm,
and what you have, there's not a game out there you can't play.
yeah,
You can play any game. You don't need to upgrade. Right right at this moment, the new 4000 series
too
for me
expensive.
is basically a waste of money, because unless you're trying to play Flight
500 frames.
Simulator or Star Citizen, these games that they're gonna suck up your graphics and GPU and all this other stuff,
Mhm,
high intense graphic games, then yeah, fine,
mhm,
but you don't need to be honest. I then upgrade, but if not, keep what you have. Wait until the 5000 series comes out for you to upgrade. And
yeah,
probably by then the 4090 is going to be dirt cheap, because the 5090 is going to come out,
mhm.
5090 and 5080. So
More than enough, man. Even a 30 series, 3080, 3070s are good enough
oh
even now.
yeah, this there's there your 3070 is going to work
Mhm,
phenomenal. You're going to do good. I mean, I got
exactly.
3070 Ti, and it does phenomenal as well. It does good. And now I'm like looking at it, I'm like, geez, now I'm more podcasting than playing. And yeah, I'll play my games once in a while. I'll play, I'll
You
play
don't have
my
time for that.
Rainbow, yeah, or Flight Simulator, but I don't. I'm looking, I said, I did wanted to upgrade at one time, but I was like, honestly, I don't need it.
Really?
I don't need it. I'm getting good frame rates. I just don't need it. Not now. In the future, when the 5000 series come out,
Mhm.
I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna consider it, and I'm gonna see when they come out, what is it that they're gonna do for them to probably consider probably just end up buying a 4090 because they're gonna be selling out dirt cheap. They're gonna cut, the prices probably to half
Mhm.
and then buy one, a brand new one, or I'm sure there's gonna be somebody's gonna wanna sell theirs. But I'm the type of person when it comes to GPUs and equipment, I rather buy it brand new for the warranty. Because if you buy something used from somebody
There's
and
no
if
warranty to it, yep.
yeah, if you have issues with it, you're doomed.
Mhm. Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I never buy used stuff. I rarely buy used stuff, especially when it's something I need to actually, like, have, like, my job. Like, I'm not gonna buy a used monitor. Heck no. I'm not gonna buy a used PC. Like, I need that layback so I could actually return it if something goes wrong. Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
So, are you working right now? You have a job?
Um, I actually was gonna go work this year in Vegas, but no,
Oh, really?
not
Go where your dad's at?
yep. I had an opportunity, but I'm not gonna give up on Halo yet. Not yet.
Yeah. What
But
were
yeah.
you gonna do? What you wanted to do? Like work at one of the hotels or something?
Mhm. Yeah, I can work at the nightclub, make a lot of I can make a lot of money,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of temptation there because it's Vegas, bro. It's Sin City, so
Yeah.
that may not be what the Lord wants for me. So I didn't
I
do it,
was gonna say, I don't think you should hang out, walk around in
bro.
that
You should
thick of
go.
the woods.
Yeah, that's that's uh that's a devil's playground right there, where my dad
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, because if you're trying to grow spiritually and and become this better person,
Mhm,
become a man of God, get closer to Him, I don't think you should be in that section
like
because
even
of the
because like
temptations
exactly.
and all the stuff that's gonna bring forward, unless unless God tells you, you feel in your heart and you got the conviction to go and move down there and do that, then fine. But if you don't, if he didn't say anything for you to go down there and move there, then I wouldn't. I would just, you'll feel that peace in your heart.
Mhm.
God would put that peace in your heart. Yeah, it's your time to move, or no, it's your time to.
No, there wasn't peace in my heart. It was just every time I would go, I would just be tempted. So
Yeah, no, I don't
that's
think.
not
Yeah,
where I should be.
yeah, nah.
But I know I do have self control. I have a lot of self control, but it's just in my heart. Like you say, if you look at a woman lustfully, you already in your heart you already committed adultery. So
I know. It's like,
it's your
Jesus,
heart.
you made it tougher. I mean,
Hmm.
back then, it was tough, but man, you just implemented the law and you made it even tougher.
Yep.
And sometimes I hear this criticism. I hear people like, "Oh man, you see, this is why I don't want to serve God. You can't. It says this. You're looking at a woman, and it's a sin. It's like if you
Mhm.
committed the act. I don't agree with that. I think he should, kept it like how it was." I said, "Okay, then fine. How would you feel if you have a friend of yours at your house and he is having these type of thoughts with your mom?" "Oh, I would beat him." I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, but wait 1 second. Why you got upset?"
Mm.
Or let's say with your girlfriend, and they're like, "Oh no, dude." I said, "Now you know why he put those
It's the
laws
heart.
in there."
It's the heart.
Yeah, because it's more deeper than what you think, And then he's like, "Yeah, it makes sense. I kind of understand now." Now, since you put it that point of view,
Mm.
I was like, "Well, That's why those rules are implemented, it's tough. It's a tough thing, I tell you, because you can see a beautiful woman walking by, you can say, "Wow, she's beautiful. She's
Yeah.
attractive, beautiful woman." But once you go into your mind, start thinking
Mhm.
other stuff that you shouldn't be thinking, that's where the sin is, kicking in, it's
Yep.
like you're not supposed to do that.
That's just, that's our human nature. Can't help it, but
Yeah, human nature, your body, you're a man, you're gonna have
mhm.
this,
Especially being
um
young.
yeah, you just gotta learn how to control yourself, don't let it get
Mhm.
overboard. Now, you couldn't get that job in Vegas, you didn't wanna
Mhm.
do that, so is there anything you're trying to do over here where you're at? Are you trying to find a job
It
here
could
or
it could be ministry,
Okay,
like working IT, like, become an intern at my church and help with the tech stuff. They make good money there,
of course,
so
that's a good thing.
I could do that.
Because I know you told me before that's what you wanted, like, to go for, you work in IT and study that stuff.
Mhm.
You're still young, I mean, how old are you right now?
23.
20, 23 years old.
Mhm.
Oh, man, sky's the limit, you got a future ahead of
I
you.
know, right?
You got a future ahead of you, you got so much, man.
It's been praying about it, just, going with the flow, not stressing myself out too much, you know?
Yeah,
Everyone has their own time frame, so we'll see how where God leads me. Even if it's not Halo, I'm at peace. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, and then nothing's ever gonna matter. All that matters is we go to heaven and live with him forever,
I
honestly.
know, right? Some people go crazy over their money, how much they have in their bank account,
Mhm.
and at the end of the
All gonna
day,
be gone.
yeah, you could be gone.
Yeah,
I see that in the hospital so many times.
yeah,
Millionaires would just go and they were just so stingy and hard with their money for what? They just passed away. They're done.
exactly. It doesn't
Enjoy
matter.
your money. Be conscious,
Mhm. Be
learn how
thankful.
to save.
Yeah.
Yeah, but enjoy your money.
Mhm.
Enjoy your money. So, wow, man.
Yeah. I'm part
So
of
did
yeah, like, I've been, like, maybe it's music, maybe it's, the tech stuff at church. Um, I've been trying to commit myself to, Halo for such a long time, so let's see how it goes. Who knows?
let's see how it goes. So
Mhm.
now you're still with Fnatic.
Yeah, but
How's yeah.
I barely talk to them. I don't even know, like, what's going on with those guys. I guess I'm associated with them, but I'm not really I don't make money off of them.
Wow.
Mhm.
That kinda, like, sucks. Now, has there been any other organization would like to pick you up as a CC, as a content creator?
No. Unfortunately not, no.
Yeah, because a lot of them on Halo, they're already got their own.
Mhm. Like, it's spots are taken already.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kinda wild.
Mhm.
That's kinda wild. It's unfortunate. I mean, a lot of people thought you were part of the pro stack.
Yeah. When I
That
at
would
first,
be
I should have been.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of kinda like a spit in my face for that, like, "We're gonna pick you up, but we're not gonna be on the pro team. Sorry."
That's freaking that sucks. That sucks,
Yeah.
man.
It is fine.
Well, my thing is try look at let's see how it goes this year.
Mhm.
See what the future holds with Halo with you. Hopefully an organization does pick you up and bring you aboard and get you, there in the main stage. On the show I had not too long ago, the CEO of the former CEO of Exit. It was his company, I think.
M80?
Yeah, Marco. So he was on the podcast not long ago.
Wow.
It was yeah. It was interesting. The guy is
Mhm.
really cool,
Mhm.
but he's an attorney. So his energy was like, yeah, you could feel like this guy's an attorney. He's a down legit lawyer. But really
Wow.
nice guy. Yeah. Tell people that's not the type of guy you want to mess with,
Mhm.
but you want to make sure he's your friend. Really cool guy,
That's
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, we
It's
were
on
here.
YouTube?
Huh?
Is it posted on YouTube or what's
No, it's on my podcast channel.
Oh, we have your own
Oh,
channel pack. Okay, okay.
yeah,
Then
it's
watch
on,
it.
Apple or Spotify.
Okay.
I mean, you name it, it's my podcast is throughout almost every podcast, uh,
Oh, okay, that's cool.
yeah.
Then you dang, it's like all official and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, it's a host, service that I pay, and they, put it on every, podcast, platform
Mhm.
that's out there. I didn't know there were so many.
How many
There's
are there?
tons. Oh, jeez, there's so many of
Like
them. I don't know.
20?
It's like, yeah, there's a whole bunch, like 15.
What the
Yeah, there's like 10. It's a lot.
Mhm,
If you go to the Dr. VTech show,
mhm.
I have my own website, and you'll see all the other, yes, even Google. I mean, there's a whole bunch.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. And what happened with you with the previous team you had? You had a team that you were with, I think it was with, Complex, or what's his name?
Gunplexion.
Yeah, you still with him? You guys still together?
Me and him are still together, yes.
Okay.
We got the last tournament we played in, we got, uh, top 12. We kept getting top 12. We're trying to reach that top 8 threshold. It's pretty rough, but, we're trying to trying to fix our small errors to get to that next step. It's literally just small errors. It's nothing, like, drastic,
Mhm.
so it's doable.
Now you're still, is Kratos still, I mean, you played with Kratos at one time, right?
Yes, for one event I did.
Oh, for one event.
Yeah, at Fort Worth.
How did that go?
Uh, we got, like, top 24, 20th.
Mm.
We lost to Luminosity and Santa Negra. Santa
Oh,
Negra.
Santa Negra.
Mhm.
It's a Luminosity, yeah. Luminosity is pretty well known.
Yeah, but it's Latin players. It's not
Oh,
American, yeah.
it's not American, it's
Mhm.
Latin. Okay.
They're good.
Yeah, I bet. I bet they're
Mhm.
pretty good. Man,
But
I
they're
just,
beatable, though. They're beatable.
yeah.
I was it's so easy to outgun. I'm sad. They're just getting gunned down by me, and they're just lucky they have a good better teamwork. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I assume that you did, were you carrying?
Oh, of course I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know, I know you were carrying. Because at the end of those matches, they will post up the scores and who won and all this and that, and I'll double check and see what's,
Yep,
and the people will spell out the rumors. Oh, this guy, he went, 20-12 or something, and was carrying his team. They tweet everything nowadays.
yep.
Everything is tweeted out. They'll post it on social media. Dang, man. So you got a car? What? I know that since you're living with your mom, you got a car now or you don't?
And cars in Vegas still.
Your car is still in Vegas?
Mhm.
Bro, you gotta bring that sucker
It's
over.
at, it's at my pop's house, so I'm sure. I think he could send it here. Pretty sure.
Yeah, because to drive from Vegas to
Mm-mm.
where you're at, that's risky.
It's not even worth it. An old Corolla, 2003 Corolla.
Hey, hey, hey,
But,
hey,
but
I'm a
hey, but
Toyota.
they're still good though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I'm a Toyota man,
Me too. Me
hardcore.
too. Almost. My dad's a Toyota man too. I love. He has a
Yeah,
4Runner. He has two 4Runners. They both have 250K miles on it.
yeah,
The engines are insane. They last forever.
yeah. They last forever. I
Yeah.
seen I seen Toyotas go up to
Yep.
300,
Yep.
400K. You know how
Oh
to
yeah.
treat it
Take
and
care of it.
pretty good,
Yeah.
it'll last
The
forever.
maintenance needs to be, you know. Yeah. Toyota and Hondas last forever, bro. The Hondas and Toyota are so good. I love Toyotas.
I know. What do you think about electric cars?
I'm not for electric cars. I'm not for that, especially when when like batteries and stuff like that. Like it's not good for the environment, you know?
Yeah, the lithium.
Yeah, like, we need the natural carbon dioxide or what not natural, but, like, it's less beneficial being electric, and especially with fuel-based things, they're a lot more efficient and less prone to having, what's the word? Like, errors.
You don't think that switching to electric does help and benefit the atmosphere?
It can. It definitely can, for sure.
Yeah.
It can, but, like, how is that gonna what's
Prevent
the word?
warmer warming? Warmer, what is it called? They switch the names all the time,
Mhm.
global warming?
Global warming?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing? Is even that's a thing, right?
I don't know. They switch it. They call it some other stuff, other terminology, and they just keep on switching it, so I don't even know. But
I know
it
I've always been iffy about the electronic stuff, like the Tesla stuff. Like, what if it's, like, the government trying to control the cars so they could just shut it down, you know?
that is one thing that a lot of conspiracy theories they have against
Mhm.
the electric cars, because they have cameras all over. So it's like they could record you, they know where you're at, they see you, etc. They know your location. Oh, just a whole bunch
Exactly.
of stuff. But then again, people have their dash cams and etc. But you see so many points of views with these cars. They could control your car. You can't help it to get out of a certain, then you won't be able to open it and a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. But these are like once again conspiracy
Mhm.
theories. They will just say some weird things. I had a family.
That's what I think of sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really crazy.
Mhm,
I do like the concept of if all these companies are going to be switching, then fine, switch it to hybrid. Make all the vehicles hybrid. Just half electric and half gas, fine. Keep it hybrid.
mhm,
And hybrid would run, I think, to 0 to 30 miles per hour or 40, something like that, in electric. And after you go further faster than that, then it will
mhm.
just kick into gasoline. But it's not to the point that it's gonna drive you to somewhere or take you somewhere else. Um,
You know, when I was a little kid, I used to dream of, like, being in the back seat and there's nothing in front of me, like, it's just the car driving by itself. I used to dream of that all the time.
really, when you were a kid,
Mhm.
because that was before Tesla came out.
Yeah, but I would just dream of it. I still remember those dreams. It's
Wow,
weird.
that's freaky.
Mhm. Like, seriously. I don't know why I would dream about that. It would be very confusing, and it would be in my dad's blue Subaru Impreza, the SCI. So
That's
yeah.
crazy. Have you had any like these weird dreams that you have and it just like it all of a sudden it comes to pass? It's like it happens?
I've never gotten that yet.
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Well, you had it with this one. You dreamt about a car driving you. Imagine that.
Oh, I
It's like,
did.
and then Tesla comes out like, hey, got self-driving cars now.
Dude, our brains are, like, capable for, like are so capable of, like, doing anything, so
Yeah, we only use certain amount of
yeah,
percentage of our brain.
like 10%.
Isn't that freaking crazy?
Imagine if we do 100% of our brain, we would have superpowers.
Right? We get 100%.
Yeah.
It's like man, it's like this guy, I forgot his name. He he got into an accident and almost died, but his concussion or whatever happened to his brain,
Mhm,
it changed everything and he became a genius. Yeah, he could remember numbers. You could give him like the most difficult math number and he'll just answer it.
mhm.
It's
Equation?
like it unlocked, yeah. It's a doc they made a documentary out of him.
What's his name?
I forgot his
Mm.
name. I have to look it up. It's, like, really freaking wild, man. It unlocked his brain.
So he hit his head so hard he became a genius.
Something yeah, let me see here.
That's so rare, I bet.
Let me see. I'm trying to look for it. Become genius. Becomes math genius. I forgot the name. It's on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna try to find it. So it's a documentary. It's about a year ago. The title says how one man brain's injury turned him into a math genius.
Mhm.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I'm gonna try to see if I get his name. Let me see. Jason Paget.
Jason Paget. Look at
Yeah,
this.
Jason Padgett. Look that up, man. It's that guy. On an accident he becomes that. It's really freaking like mind blowing.
Mullet to mad genius after concussion. What are these designs I'm looking at?
What now?
I'm looking at these designs he's making. That's weird.
Yeah, he's doing something, some
Mm.
type of math thing. I think math quiz or something. He's doing something. I don't know what.
Spiral made with only right triangles, portions of. Wow, spiral made with only right triangles, portions of pit. Wow. He made a whole spiral made out of only right triangles. Wait, I'm gonna send it to you. Look on Discord.
Yeah, send it me on Discord. Take a look at it.
Cool. Dude, he made a like those are all right triangles, and he made a whole like it's like perfect.
Wow.
Look at that. That's nuts.
So you imagine that
Hmm.
what your brain could do is like the sky's the limit. I mean, we only use 10%. How did that happen?
Hmm.
How that come to be? It's like,
Man, me it's God. Something to do with God.
right?
Because if God allowed, dude, imagine if God allowed us to have like 50% of our brain, dude, we would be ascending. We'd
What
be,
would
dude.
what if you were given, let me correct it. If you were given one gift,
Hmm.
what would that gift be? What would you want it to be? If you were given the opportunity to say, okay, fine, I'm gonna give you a gift.
Hmm.
But you choose what gift you want.
Probably
What would it
read
be?
people's minds.
You will want that one?
Hmm. Or going, I would say go invisible, but like, nah, I don't want to be invisible. It's kind of weird.
Well, I'm talking about let's like
Oh,
realistically.
realistically, okay.
Realistically, like if God was to talk to you and send out a message, he said, okay, out of the gifts on earth,
Mm.
which one would you want?
Like a power or just like a
Ability
ability.
or something? Would you want to be a, m- a math genius
Mm.
like this guy here? Something. What would you? What would it be like? Okay, I want the retention. You could retain information. You could read
Uh,
something and retain that information. What
probably
would the
probably photographic memory
photographic memory?
because I don't have that. I wish I had that.
Yeah, you could
'Cause-
look at something and then
yeah,
passes years by, you're like,
yeah,
"Oh, I seen that before."
yeah. I wish I had that. I
That'd
don't.
be
I can't.
crazy. You know what I would ask
Mm.
would be biblical knowledge, the wisdom
Wow.
of the
Like
Bible.
Eli. Have you watched Book of Eli?
Yeah,
Because
it's like biblical knowledge. Just have it that I could just like learn. Learn it very deeply than what you read it as.
mhm,
Get the gift, the wisdom of it.
mhm,
Um, my pastor that I have down in Puerto Rico, this guy is honestly he is. I consider him like a genius. He has 3 doctorate degrees. He went to college at the age of 15, I think,
wow.
very young age. And he was giving out a testimony that went into he was a very young kid and he was praying one day in his room. He was like 8 years old or 9 years, something like that, very young, very young. And it was in his door, he was closed, and this is crazy. Check this out. And he was praying and he was praying to God. He was very young. Well, he say he used to go when he was a kid, he used to go underneath his bed and pray in there because he felt like he was in a secret hideout, a
Mhm,
secret little space that nobody could,
mhm,
find out. So he'll go underneath his bed and he'll just open up his Bible and start praying.
mhm,
And all of a sudden, he goes out, he sees this like this light or something come by and it comes in his room and he was literally start praying and it's like praying to God and it's just like praying. Then he opened up his eyes and see there was an angel in front of him. This angel says, ask for one thing and it shall be given to you. And he says, the wisdom of the Bible. I want the wisdom. And he says, for you have spoken, you shall receive. And the angel prayed over them. So him as a kid, he opens up the door in his bedroom, slams it, runs to his dad, "Daddy, daddy,
mhm,
daddy." And he goes to the kitchen. He goes, "Dad, you won't believe what happened." And he said, and his dad, I know his dad, a phenomenal guy, very phenomenal guy. I love him to pieces. He said, he tells his son, he goes, "I know what happened. So did the angel left?"
mhm,
He says, "I know what happened. So did the angel left?"
yeah.
And he goes, "How do you know there was an angel?" They said, "I knew." So God let me know there was an angel was gonna visit you. And he goes, "Well, this is what happened. This is what he told me. He told me he was gonna give me this gift."
Mhm,
And they gave him the gift. So when I used to go to his Bible studies, because he was a professor at a university, a theological university in the island, and I used to try to get his re you know absorb every information that he would give out, and it was just like some stuff he had to make it kindergarten mode, if you understand what I'm trying to say, so
more
we could
simple,
understand.
simplified.
Yeah, he had to simplify it very, very simple because it was like it was hard to understand because he would go so deep to the point that you understand that there's one little verse in the Bible. Let's say just this one verse.
Mhm,
And sometimes in our Bible study, that verse took like 3 months to understand that verse.
it take 3 months.
3 months. 3 months. Cuz he it's like unlimited information, so it's like, man, you took 3 months to dissect this verse,
Mhm,
even word for word, and he'll translate it into different translations and word and Hebrew
mhm,
and Aramaic and all this stuff. And it was just like mind blowing. Yeah, man.
and it would take you guys, like, months to, like, over 1 verse?
Oh, just over
Like, so
one
many
verse.
over, like, so many contexts in life?
Oh, you name it. But he will receive all this information. It would just
Mhm,
like get it all
mhm.
into his brain.
Yeah, that's a gift.
It's a gift.
Mhm.
Then he has his doctorate degree in psychology. Then he has a
Mm.
doctorate degree in biochemistry. So
Wow.
yeah, the guy's a
Biochemistry?
yeah, he he's now he used to work for Pfizer and making medications and yeah, dude's a brain. It's a genius. I told him, I said, dude, I told him, I said, listen, I know you're a genius. You're just like you're just not saying it.
Yeah.
He says, "No, man, I'm still learning. I'm in Pampers." I'm like, "Get out of
Yeah,
here.
and
You're in Pampers."
we're in the fetus.
Yeah. If you're in Pampers, I'm gonna
I'm a
I'm
sperm
not
cell.
I said, "Dude, come on, man." He goes, "No, I'm still learning. I'm still learning the word of God. I'm still learning the
Mm.
Bible." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, be humble, alright?
yeah. You're just learning. You
Mm.
blow my mind with certain things that you come up with, you know, so."
What's his name?
Is Mihrain Esquilin. It's really hard to
Mm.
Mihrain, yeah. I'll message it to you.
Alright.
It's
The Spanish translation?
his name. Yeah, no, it's in Spanish.
Mm.
There, I sent it to you. That's his name. It's Dr. Mihrain Esquilin.
Mizraim Mescaline.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Nice. That's
Phenomenal.
I've never seen a name like that before. Mizraim.
Yeah. It's in Spanish. He's in
Mm.
Puerto Rico still.
Mm.
Yeah. He got accepted with a whole bunch of offers and everything, and some, God told him like, "No, don't do it. You
Mm.
gotta do this."
Wow.
So, yeah, he turned down 500K a year
For
job
God.
for God, yeah.
He is gonna be blessed.
Yeah.
He
There
already
was
is.
3 of them, 3 offers, and he turned
Yeah.
them all down. One was, 500K, one was 700, and one was, like, 300K a year, but with his kids being uh, their colleges being paid
Mm.
off, everything. There was negotiations and everything to hire
Wow.
him to become, part of a pharmaceutical industry to provide medication, make medication.
Mm.
Yeah, dude's a brain, but he reads like 4 books a day. I mean, it's
Wow. His
yeah,
vocabulary must be very good
he
then.
just like reads.
Yeah.
And I said, "How long does it take you to get done with all these books?" And he's
Mhm.
like, I think his wife told me it takes like one time we were talking in church. She told me like it takes him like like in 2 weeks he's already done with multiple books. Like he's like a completely like a computer.
That's his hobby. Breeding.
Yeah, all he does is just read, and it's like
Mhm.
man. And then he'll just stop one book and go to another one, just finish that one up. And like in 2 weeks he's already done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all he does is go in his office and just reads. He has a
That's a crazy brain you got.
library. That's his
Mhm.
hobby. That's what he does. This is
Mhm.
read. Get all this information.
Yeah, he's definitely gifted.
Yeah, you do a lot of reading?
I don't. I should though. I read the Bible. That's the only read I do. Reading I do. Every I'm part of this disciple group. Every Friday we meet up and like I have a homework. We'll last week we went over Matthew 1 through 5, chapter 1 through 5.
What's your favorite verse?
Out of in the Bible,
Mhm.
Romans 8:11, the very spirit that rose Christ from the dead lives in you.
Oh, that's nice.
In Romans 8:18, the pain that you're feeling now cannot compare to the joy that comes later. Yeah, like really.
Wow.
And
That's nice. That's
mm,
big because a
yeah,
lot of people choose the Psalms 23 or something in Psalms, but you got something that's special, man.
yeah. And the verse we learned last week was Matthew 5:6. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. That is our verse last week.
It's nice.
So blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Mhm.
That's cool, man.
Mhm.
That's cool. I was texting your mom because she knows that you're gonna be on the show today.
Mhm.
So I told her, guess what? Don't go too far because I'm gonna have you on the show. I need you to give your testimony.
No, my mom?
Yeah.
That'd
She's
be
like,
cool.
yeah, that'd be awesome. I said, yeah. Oh, she's a cancer survivor. I need her.
My mom's a warrior, bro.
Yeah, I need to bring. I said, well, you fall into the e-sport industry because you're a the mom of a hardcore gamer. So
Mhm.
let's get you in, and we can see the aspect of what do moms go through when their son have this talent and etc. And also bring her over to the channel. It will be an honor as well because she's a good friend,
Mhm.
and also she could give her testimony how she uh survived cancer and all this stuff. But I don't want to spoil that too much
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's going to be a special episode for her. So yeah,
No, my mom's awesome.
I know, man. Yeah, really, really
Mhm.
cool people. Yes, it's
I mean,
nice.
we almost died.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope.
No, well,
Yeah.
don't spill that out. I'm gonna have her
Alright.
tell that side of the story, the what happened, tell what happened. So yeah, man. Well, brother, I'm gonna be letting you go now. We this is that time that we be going offline. So I'm gonna give you like a couple minutes here to give out uh a whatever you want to say. The platform is going to be yours. Just tell people where they can find you, your Twitch channel, Twitter,
Mhm.
whatever, TikTok, whatever account. Just let everybody know.
So I'm part on Twitch. My name on Twitch is Perzecute, Perzecute, and that goes on with Twitter and Instagram as well, and also YouTube. YouTube, upload once a week. I try to upload twice a week. I have a good viewership in there as well. I post rain gameplay. um, yeah, nothing really new with me. I got a new controller recently, so we're kind of beaming. And yeah, thank you, Jeff, for having me, bro. I don't really have much to say. And thank you guys so much for listening. Jeff, thank you again, man. Love you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you. It was an honor having you on the show.
Mhm.
So a lot of people don't know Persecute semi-pro content creator for Fnatic, and guys, you got to watch him. Please drop him a follow on his Twitch account and on Twitter. Watch him play. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. He is phenomenal, and let him know that you came by listening to the DrVtach show. Okay, folks. Till next time, guys. We're setting off. Everybody have a good one. Take care. God bless you. Peace.
Peace.